So basically, what happens is that the district councils have share in uh, different departments. So, for example, the minor minerals is the share that they get from limestone and other activities, which is um, approved by and sanctioned and cleared by the forest department. Major minerals is cleared by the mining department, which is mainly coal. And then there is a transport, which is a vehicle registration, which is cleared by the transport department. Earlier, when they used to write to DCA would then write to these departments and have to wait. Somebody have to follow up with the mining department or the forest department or the transport department. Sometimes the forest would clear it fast. Sometimes it would take time. Similarly with transport also, sometimes it would take time. Sometimes it would not. So there was a lot of levels in which they had to engage. Now what we're doing is that now what we are doing is we are ensuring that the money will be with DCA, which means the departments, which means the district councils don't have to follow up with mining, transport, and forest anymore. They will only follow up with DCA, and DCA will give the money to them, and departments will give it to DCA. So earlier the financial power was missing. So you know how government works. Government requires a very systematic way. We have to have the delegation of financial powers. Now, since DCA was not a financial dispersing department, therefore this power was not given to anybody. So like in other departments, it is the HOD or the director who actually has the financial powers. What we did today was I'll answer your detailed question. We allowed that power now to be given to the joint secretary so that the decision to now disperse the shares of the councils will now be done by DCA, and the three departments need not be followed up with. It'll happen with DCA. Now, coming to the running expenditures and all of the district councils. So let me be very, very clear. Number one, the district councils are autonomous bodies. They are run on their own, as per their own mandate, and they have a separate administration and separate budget, separate revenue, separate expenditure. It is not the responsibility of state government to pay their salaries. The state government's responsibility is to clear the shares of the district councils so that then they can use that money and that share that they get for their own administration, whether it's salaries or whether it's running expenditure or whether it's development work that is there. So just like what happens with central government and state government. So central government gives our share, our revenue, different schemes, but dispersing salaries and running the state and the administration is the prerogative of the state government. And hence tomorrow, if we say that central government is not paying the salaries of director and commissioner and government employees, then it's of course there are certain small pockets where there are certain areas where both the state and the center have to pay. Those aside, in general, I'm saying that's how things work. So similarly for district councils also, is the district council's prerogative and the responsibility. When it comes to the Garo Hills Autonomous District Council, in the last 3 years, government of Meghalaya has given an advanced amount of 120 crores to the Garo Hills Autonomous District Council, which is over and above the amount that is due. So they are in negative as of now. And based on, of course, the requirements that were there. Out of this 120 crores that we have given, salaries of, I don't have the exact number with me, but close to 25 months to 28 months, I think, of salaries have been cleared by the district council based on this amount that has been given by us. The dues that are there in Garo Hills district councils are dues which are pending for the last 8 years, 9 years. And they've been building up. So if you look at the last 3 years, the amount that we have given and the amount that has been cleared for the current months, you can say that 80% of the salaries for the existing time has already actually been cleared with this money that we have given to the Garo Hills. The due is from the time before that. And therefore, those have been piling up. So it's not that they have not got 42 months salary in one go. It's not like that. These are sometime 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. All these years, those salaries that were pending, those have piled up and has come. And in gaps and different levels, the councils are paying 1 month, 2 months salaries as per the revenue that comes in, and whatever state government is able to give shares to them, and whatever shares that come in, we give, and whatever support we can give, we are giving. So similarly, like last week, we had given 35 crores was released to GHADC Hills as per the share that was meant for them, and they approached us, they discussed with us, so on and so forth. So that's how things work. But I just wanted to make it clear that when it comes to salaries, they are autonomous bodies, and the responsibility is theirs. State government's responsibility is to clear their share of taxes which they deserve, which we have done for all the councils on a regular basis.
A related question: the opposition leader and the Tura NDC, they have been making allegation that the NBP-led EC is trying to destroy the GHADC, and even our opposition leader went to the extent of saying that there is an attempt to wind up the body by delaying the salary. Secondly, 100 plus crore you also mentioned, it was allegedly misused by the body.
So the so-called, I'm not saying destruction, I'm using their words, so don't say that I used it. I'm taking from your statement that they said that NPP is destroying the council. Is that what they said? I want to say it very, very clearly that the so-called destruction process started during their time. Council had over, Garo Hills Autonomous District Council had over 2,000 employees when NPP took over. 2,000 employees. To give you a relative picture of what that means, the GHADC Hills District Council had roughly about 1,800 employees, and Khasi Hills District Council had about 600 employees. Can I repeat again? Khasi Hills about 600 employees, GHADC Hills about 1,800 employees. I could be wrong by a few percentage. And Garo Hills over 2,000 employees. Clearly, Garo Hills District Council was way above the requirement that they had in terms of the appointments. Number two, the salaries that they pay is touching about 6 to 7 crores as of now. Khasi Hills District Council, with at that point I'm saying when we had taken over, was paying a salary of about 4 crores at that point in time. And GHADC Hills also was about 5 crores at that point in time. Again, just to give a relative picture, that Garo Hills was much higher in terms of the number of employees, was paying much higher salaries when NPP took over. Number two, the appointments that were made during that period, from the time Congress was running, that time they were in Congress, the appointments were made without any service rules, without any sanctioned post. This I'm saying before NPP took over. So when we came in, we saw this entire system that was being run, where illegal appointments were being made, where the salaries of the employees was way beyond the revenue that they were getting. Even today, the revenue is about 1.5 to 2 crores per month, and salary alone is about 6 crores per month. Forget other expenditures of, electricity bill or administrative expenditures, POL, or whatever expenditures you have. Just salary alone is about 6 crores. Revenue is about 1.5 to 2 crores depending on the month. So clear deficit of about 5 crores. In spite of that, the then EC, which was run by the Congress at that point in time, they were appointing people left, right and center, to the point that they touched more than 2,000 employees, which is 4 times that of the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council, which is a far bigger council in terms of its overall activities, and so many other areas are there. So this kind of problems were there. So therefore, the destruction process which the opposition is talking about started during their time. When NPP came in, I gave a very clear instruction. I'm not anybody to interfere in the working of the council, but I took a review and I told them no more appointments. So I'm happy to inform you that from 2,000 plus employees, today there are about 1,300 employees in Garo Hills District Council. And the reason is why is because we went through the whole list. There were a large number of ghost employees' names. We removed those names. We have not appointed a single person from the day we took over till now, because we realized that it's impossible to run the system. And we have been now able to slowly bring things under control. So this is the kind of activities which a lot of people are not aware, but we've taken tough decisions. You know how difficult it is, because expectations are there. People expect that we'll employ people, the posts has become vacant, why aren't you appointing people? But we saw that those posts that were appointed were actually not done in a legal manner. So this is what's happening in the council. And if there is anybody to kind of, blame in this whole situation, is the previous dispensation, which, as I said, appointed people left, right and center without looking at the revenue, without looking at the funds, and most importantly, without following the rules and procedures. And it is only during now the NPP time that reforms are starting. We have started to ensure that, as I said, we have not appointed a single person in the last, so many years that we've been there, just to ensure that we are able to pay the employees who are there. Regarding the 100 crores that are there, it is in black and white. So therefore, there's no question of any, any kind of misappropriation. If anybody has any concerns, please give in black and white. But the amount that we have given, I have been following that up myself at a detailed level. That majority of the amount, I won't say all the amount because they've got other expenditures also. But I can be confident to say that about 75% plus, almost 80% was used to pay salaries. Because I was very particular. I asked them, how many months' salary are you clearing? And based on that, we released the funds to them. So therefore, it's they can say whatever they want to say, but everything is clear on paper. And as I said, because of this money that was given by us, they were able to clear close to about 25, 26, 28 months of salary. And this is, as I said, for this period where the EC has been there. And these backlogs that have been there are, again, during the previous government's time. Those backlogs are still pending. And, well, we're working on it. I don't shy from responsibilities. You all know that. And therefore, we will find a way to resolve this. It's a large problem, but we will see how we can resolve it. And we have already, as I said, started improving the situation there. We'll do more to improve it further.